Hello everyone, this is Avnish. In this video, we will learn about Nmon integration with Grafana and Inflex. So first question is why the Nmon integration is required? What is the needed? So this setup will help us to monitor the real-time server stats on our local machine during our performance activity. Like if we are running a load test and same time we just want to uh, collect our server side matrices on our local machine, so this integration will help us to monitor the CPU, memory, network, network outage, network input and output, and we can set we can plot our graph based upon our requirement. We will see that whole setup in this video. So let's start. So we must have some prerequisite to start our Nmon integration setup. So if you can see here, we must have the Grafana installation and InfluxDB installation done in your local machine, and then after we will move to Nmon integration on your server machine. So we have some URLs from where we can download Inflex DB and as well as Grafana installation file from that Grafana site. So I have already installed Grafana installation file and Inflex DB zip file in my local machine. And Grafana is a simple installation, so we don't need to unzip the file. But yes, for the InfluxDB, we must to unzip that file. So these two files are very important to start our installation integration with Nmon. So we will follow a few steps to installation get done for Nmon. So first step is install Nmon in my. So first step is install Nmon in my Linux machine. So I have a Linux machine which is available in my virtual box. So this is my virtual box, and here you can see my machine name is Nmon, but through SSH I'm going to connect with my virtual machine. So oh sorry, I have given the wrong name. So now you can see I'm connected with my virtual box, and now I need to install Nmon here. So we have a command. So now you can see that Nmon, the latest version of Nmon will be downloaded and installed here. So now you can see my Nmon is installed successfully, and to check that Nmon is currently installed or not, so you just give a command Nmon, then you can see whether it is installed or not. So here you can see Nmon is installed and it is working fine. So just close it. So this step is done. So in second step, we have to download Nmon to Inflex. Uh, that is a tar file which is available in the following on this following URL. So either you can download in your local machine, or you can just download it from this URL on into your server. So I have already downloaded this file, as you can see here, but same file I have downloaded in my server. So go to download folder. So now you can see uh, this file is available in my server. So Now we have to untar this zip file. So there is a command. You can just, oops, oh sorry, that file name is 2.1.8. So now you can see this file is available here. Okay, so Nmon to influx db file here, we have to execute this file by using this command. So this file is executed, and we have to go home directory. So Nmon to influx dot cfg file will be created here. This is a hidden file, so we have to uh, check ls-lrta to view this file. So we have to make some changes in this file. So here we have covered 2 and 3 steps. Now fourth step is we have to go in the home directory and edit the file. So let's see what field need to be added. So let's open this file. In this file we have to make some changes in time zone, and you have to give your time zone which is available in your server, and you have to give username, influxdb username and password and server. And similarly you have to give Grafana username, password and server. So these two will be running, uh, these two component will be running in your local machine. So you have to give your local machine uh, IP here, and similarly you have to give your local machine IP here. So before making changes over here, I have to start my influx server. So influx server is started to see whether it is connected or not, and we have to start another file. So here you can see the influx db is connected, and that URL of influxdb is localhost 8086. 8086 is by default port where that influxdb is running out. So we have to check is there any databases available or not. So databases. So here the internal and Nmon database is there, but we have a command which Nmon we have a command where we could see that Nmon reports database should be available. So now we have to install the Grafana in my local machine. So Grafana is installed successfully, and you can, it's a 3000. I'm sorry. local host 3000. Yeah, here we go. So Grafana is running. So you have give default password is admin. Now it's asking for to change default password. So I am keep it as it is, admin. Now my Grafana is successfully running. Now we have to make changes in config file, Nmon config file. Let's open it, and the time zone is Asia, Kolkata, and my root username is admin and password is admin, and IP we have to check my IP. So IP here is, my IP is like this. This is my IP, and similarly we have to make the changes here also. So admin and admin is my Grafana username and password. So let's keep it save. Just go back in this file, see and whether your changes has been done or not. Asian Kolkata admin, yes. So everything seems okay. So let's go to step. So step is we have to start Nmon. Okay. So this command will help us to start Nmon, and the parameter says in every 3 seconds it will collect the 5 sample. So let us start. So Nmon is started, and you could see Nmon file will be available. So this is the Nmon file. So our target is to dump the data from this file to influx. So here we have command. So this is the we are going to start our test step 6. So this command will help us to import the data into influx db. Import, and then we have to give the file name, nmon file name. So here this is that open issue which I know, because currently I have tried this setup in my another virtual box. So here that Nmon to influx is not connected because the port is not open due to some firewall issue. So might be you will face the same kind of challenges if the port where that your local machine is enabled, where that your influx DB is running on that port, so that port is not enabled. So that's why it is not importing to data into your influx. So is there any another simple way where you just see the connectivity? Okay, so telnet, we have a telnet command which help us to check whether uh, we are able to connect it with that. So this is my local machine IP. So let's see whether the port is enabled or not. 8086 is the by default port where the influx DB is listening. So let's see. So you could see here this I mean telnot command is not giving the output as connected, which is mandatory. So if you are not able to make connection from your server towards your local machine where that influx DB is running, so you could not establish this setup. So that's why I just prepare the same demo in my another virtual machine. So let's close this because this is the case which I just want to involve in this video. Quickly just close this VM and start another VM where all setup is working fine. So I'm just closing this machine and connecting my another virtual machine where that this setup is already working fine with enabling port the by default port which we are expecting from our local machine. So this once this box will open, then we'll see we will try to connect our, so the virtual box is started. This is the different virtual box I machine. So I am start our fifth step, which is start Nmon on my server. So let's go to my doc, and this is my directory where I kept all kind of required stuff related to Nmon, Nmon to Influx. So before starting my here I have already kept one Nmon file. Let's uh, let's try to import this file to our InfluxDB. So again we have to run this command. So before starting that test, we again have to check whether that our database is available or not. So here we could see only two database is there, Nmon and internal, which I have created earlier, but it is not part of this setup. So let's go to the import command, which import the data into Influx. So here, so now you could see here 525 points already imported in my InfluxDB. So let's again check to my Influx database. So here you could see that Nmon to InfluxDB is connected and the database already created by using configuration file. Okay. So let's go to Grafana, and I have already created my dashboard, but let's go. So let's open my dashboard. So here, so in the last 30 minutes I could not see any data here just because of I have given different database when I was created this dashboard. So let me uh, change my database name, which is created as Nmon report s1. Nmon report s1, and password is same. So yeah, I am connected successfully. Okay, I go back to my dashboard. Okay, I could not see. So let's again I have to start Nmon on my server. So earlier I have already created the database. So it says that the database already created. Okay, so let me quickly, I have a, so I have written a cell where it will create the new Nmon file and import all that Nmon file into Inflex, and same time that this cell will delete all that my file. Okay, so that's why it is so that that file is not exist, because I have deleted my previous Nmon file. So let's quickly start uh, my shell and then see what will be happen. So now you could see here this shell is started and it is keep running based upon my configuration file and importing the data into my Inflex. Okay, now go to my Grafana. So here you could see that the server stat is coming. Some issue with the network graph, but I'll check it later. But yeah, so as you can see that CPU utilization and memory is we are collecting the data from our server. So this is that all setup which we are talking about in my steps. And in the last step you could see that you can see the same table whether it is created in your database or not in Inflex side. So you also can verify it. So the command is the use your database name. So my database name is different, so use this database Nmon underscore report s1, and then select star CPU all. So this is the matrices which is collected through Nmon and imported successfully here. These are the points which you could see here in whatever that file is dumping the data in your database. So this is the setup which I have created, and at the same time you could see that server side matrices on your dashboard in Grafana side. So hope you like this video and you will get some idea about the whole setup which implemented. So just try it yourself and post me if you have any query. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video.